is currently rewriting his legacy. He's motivated by his family, their future, his bucket list, and taking risks, even in his speeches. Toastmasters has taught him confidence and leadership skills, but what he loves the most is the art of speechcraft. Giving his 13th speech, entitled India's Crappy Situation, please help me welcome Mr. Brandon Kahai.
For more than 25 years, Indian nationalist Mahatma Gandhi led thousands of his fellow countrymen in search of Indian freedom and independence. Through hunger strikes, unarmed protests, and fasting unto death, their freedom was attained. Unfortunately, it came at the cost of thousands of lives. It is this freedom, this independence that the United States is built upon. It is what we spend trillions of dollars on to defend, and what we send countless men and women to protect. It is this freedom that you and I have, that world leaders and dignitaries like Gandhi strive for. However, that same Mahatma Gandhi also said that good sanitation is more important than freedom. Good afternoon, my fellow Toastmasters, Ms. Mallet. Good afternoon, viewers. India's west coast is home to Mumbai, one of the planet's most extravagant and lavish cities. Built by its textile, oil, and mining industries, is where the richer of the rich and the famouser of the famous go to play. Yet in many other parts of India, there is an ongoing epidemic that is affecting the country on all fronts, politically, economically, culturally, and socially. This plague is open defecation, or in layman's terms, having to use the bathroom, even going number 2, in the open and in public. The gist of the reason is absolutely horrible sanitation conditions. Some quick math. There are currently 1 billion people worldwide who are having to relieve themselves in the open. Of those 1 billion people, 600 million of them are from India. That is nearly double the population of the entire United States of America. There are 132 million households that have absolutely no access to a single toilet. 72% of all countryside residents are having to do their business behind bushes, behind telephone poles, in alleys, in open fields, on the side of a populated public street. What is a basic everyday function for you and I is for them life-threatening in many ways. In the northern region of Uttar Pradesh lies a single field that serves as a sole bathroom to an entire village. In May of 2014, while 2 teenage girls were using the field, they were attacked, beaten, raped, and murdered. Their bodies were then strung up and left hanging on a tree. As grisly and morbid as that is, those occurrences are commonplace, and unfortunately, they pale in comparison to the bigger picture. Having to defecate in the open poses an abundance of health hazards and concerns, especially with residents being in such close proximity to other people's mess. With India's population being already at 1 billion people strong, it is near impossible to keep this waste away from crops, food, livestock, and water. Human waste carries upwards of 10,000 different types of bacteria. If ingested, these bacteria can wreak havoc on the body's immune system and can cause many types of illnesses. Among them is enteropathy, which prevents the body from absorbing vital nutrients and calories. It would be mass malnourishment. Blotches, bumps, discolorations, lesions, marks, and spots would begin to form. Your vision would get blurry. Your liver and kidney would weaken. Inflammation, the injury and the swelling of the brain. Malnourished and underweight mothers give birth to physically and stunted, mentally and physically stunted babies. Hundreds of thousands of India's people die each year due to these illnesses. All of them are preventable if they be given 2 things: good sanitation and proper education. Well, how is this any of our concern? What may seem as an India problem has the potential to go global because India is at the apex of the world's food production industry. India currently ranks 2nd in the rice and the wheat industry, they're 5th in beef, 6th in poultry, 7th in corn, and 24th in pork. Well, what's changing? What's happening now? Fortunately, the Indian government in 2014 has built 5.2 million bathrooms, and they're continuing to build more. The Indian officials are also working with the residents to change cultural beliefs. 67% of all Indian residents believe that openly defecating promotes purity. Indian higher-ups feel they can change the status quo. How is this continuing to happen? How can you contribute? How can we all get involved? Well, it is said that questions bring about knowledge, and knowledge is power. Well, consider this speech empowerment, because now you know. I'm standing here not asking you for a dime, let alone a dollar. What I am asking for is for you to be aware of what's going on across the pond. This is more than just about toilets or just about India. This is a rallying cry for humanity. These are God's people, God's creation. Therefore, the next time you use the bathroom and you flush your toilet, you think about the 600 million plus people back in India who are relegated to a hole in the ground, if even that. John F. Kennedy once said that the only reason to give a speech is to change the world. I'm not looking to change the whole world, just theirs. Mr. Toastmaster.